complicated. That's why scientists developed Nariva Memory 3D, clinically tested ingredients to support 3 dimensions of your memory. Take it from me. An elephant never forgets. Remember Nariva. At University of Maryland Global Campus, our students know that every new skill they learn helps move their career forward. That's why we offer an affordable, skills-based education so you can build on your abilities in communication and leadership. Learn more at umgc.edu.
When allergies throw a sucker punch, the power of Claritin D punches back harder. Get fast, powerful relief of your worst symptoms, like nasal congestion. Claritin clears. Between drained investment accounts, lost wages, and hiring lawyers, identity theft can cost you more than you might think. Only LifeLock offers the $1 Million Protection Package with reimbursement up to $3 million. LifeLock. Join today. Before Apoquel chewable for allergic itch, giving dogs pills was a battle of wits. Oh, Maria, I'm wise to your foolish game.
Is it gone?
Totally gone. Relief for itchy dogs can be easier. Apoquel, the trusted #1 treatment for allergic itch, is available in a tasty chewable that works fast.
May cause worsening of existing parasitic skin infestations, serious infections, or pre-existing cancers. New neoplasias have been observed. Do not use in dogs under 12 months of age with serious infections or in breeding, pregnant, or lactating dogs.
Ask your for Apoquel chewable. Do it!
Tonight, the potential drone danger. The United Airlines flight preparing to land when pilots see a drone near the plane. Concerned that there could have been a collision. United Flight 1980 with 54 people on board was about 4,000 feet in the air. The plane landing safely in San Diego. The FAA is investigating this tonight. Well, this evening, the airport now using robots. They'll soon be joining baggage handlers at Tokyo's Haneda Airport. Japan Airlines is starting a 2-year trial with the humanoid robots to see if they can help with baggage handling and cleaning. Japan Airlines says the industry is facing challenges with an aging and shrinking workforce. Bags. When we come back here tonight, singer Ed Sheeran revealing his very personal health battle right here, and the major chocolate recall tonight in a moment.
You know this grill, this Weber, the grill of get-togethers, Saturdays and summers. You know the sound, the smoke, the taste of that first bite, the food we're talking about long after the plates are cleared. Now it's your turn to get out there, to grill that steak, those ribs, those wings, charcoal, griddle, gas, or pellet. However fired, we're with you every step of the way. Weber, grilling begins here. Save on Spirit and Genesis now to May 12th at Weber.com or wherever Weber is sold.
Lily doesn't play like she's 62. She plays like you owe her something. And with Insure Max Pro, she always flex.
Told you she's still is.
Dude, you're in your prime, so keep it that way. Insure yourself.
Every owl has something to protect.
I don't think I'm doing this race.
Al John,
Can you hand me that paint cup?
Alan Hagen,
I'm not going to spend my retirement on land.
owls who start a business
Who's the boss now?
and pass it down. They've all got something to protect, whether it's these owls
It's actually Allie.
or this perfect little Jeff. And with investment, retirement, and insurance know-how,
Look at the camera.
Prudential can help protect your life's work.
There you are.
Who's your rock? With our heart disease and diabetes, our high LDL-C means that heart attacks are real risk. We should ask about Repatha. You're right.
Repatha plus a statin lowers LDL-C. Do not take Repatha if you're allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing or swallowing, swelling of the face, lips, tongue, throat, or arms. Common side effects include runny nose, sore throat, common cold symptoms, flu or flu-like symptoms, back pain, high blood sugar, and redness, pain, or bruising at the injection site. Ask about Repatha. When you don't order furniture from Wayfair, it's natural to wonder what if. Like, what if it doesn't leave a space? Or what if it's tough to put together? What if it doesn't hold up? What if your friend Charles hates it?
I hate it.
With Wayfair, you don't have to wonder what if. It's style you'll love with quality you can trust.
That Wayfair sofa is fresh. These chips, stale. $3 popcorn.
All right, Chewy. I have some other questions. Why do you need the bed? That's why. When's your next free ticket? Can you get some sleep during fireworks season? Thanks.
For food Extra care. For life with pets, there's Chewy.
Allergies keeping you up? Take Zyzol at night. It lasts up to 6 times longer than Benadryl, relieving allergies the entire. So you wait refreshed. Or the next day. Keep Zyzol. Take to the index of other news tonight, a daring high-rise rescue in Sydney, Australia to save a Jack Russell Terrier, a firefighter rappelling down the side of a building to reach the 2-year-old Jack Russell. The dog escaping from his family's balcony days before. Listen to that crowd, the firefighter grabbing the pup to cheers from that crowd that has gathered below. We do have an important recall tonight. The Ghirardelli Chocolate Company is now recalling some of its powder beverage. Possible salmonella contamination. No illnesses have been reported. We have more on our website for you. Tonight, singer Ed Sheeran is opening up about his health battle. The 35-year-old posting an image with his shaved head right there, saying it signifies a fresh start, turning the corner. Sheeran says he's had shingles for the past month. He says he doesn't recommend it, but that he's on the mend now. He hopes to return to his tour next week. When we come back here tonight, America Strong, the prom proposal, the baseball player, the high-stakes question, the whole team was supposed to help. But what happened instead?
This is the farmer's dog turkey. Apparently, this is also turkey. But only one actually looks like turkey. Since only one is gently cooked without the ultra-processing. And only one is human grade. Because good ingredients matter. But the best recipes call for so much more. Get 50% off your first box, available only at thefarmersdog.com.
My name is Christine. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and then 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. 10 minutes, 100% online, no medical exam. Check your price today at ethos.com.
My eyes, they're dry, looking for hydration. Blink NutriTears is a once-daily supplement clinically proven to help your eyes produce more of their own tears for lasting, continuous relief. A different way to support dry eyes. Tears.
Jardiance plays a role in my story, too. I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well with Jardiance, a once-daily pill that helps lower my A1C. It works 24/7 in the body to flush out some sugar.
And for those with type 2 diabetes and no heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death, too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet. Jardiance is a little pill with a big story to tell. And if you ask me, it's pretty swell. Action!
We all need a little help sometimes, but asking, that's the hard part. Here's a little secret. If you need it, help can be everywhere. That's the power of therapy. And it's some of the best help you could get.
Have you ever felt like you're stuck in your chair? Like you're too weighed down to get up? I've been there. And as a doctor, I know this can be a sign your digestive system isn't working at its best. That's why I take Metamucil Fiber every day.
Metamucil's plant-based psyllium fiber traps and removes waste in your digestive tract that can weigh you down to help you feel lighter and more energetic.
That's why Metamucil is the #1 fiber brand recommended by doctors like me.
Metamucil. Digestive health starts here.
Wow, look at this guy. They gotta alternate one at a time, like a zipper. That's why they call it a zipper.
There are certain rules young homeowners need everyone to follow.
Progressive can't save you from killing your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
He's got a zipper. Please stop saying zipper.
Next at 4, we're learning more about a confirmed tuberculosis exposure at Justin Garza High School. Health officials have the timeline under investigation and explain the signs and symptoms for local families.
Finally tonight here, the prom proposal. The whole team was supposed to help. It didn't go quite as planned. Tonight, prom season is here, and look at this. What was supposed to be the perfect surprise. High school senior Justin Nieves from Queens, New York, with an idea. Here was the plan. If his Monsignor McClancy Memorial High School baseball team, the Crusaders, won the game, he would then ask his friend Valeria to the prom in front of everyone, with help from his teammates. Justin wasn't sure they would win, but they did. The plan was on. That's Justin and Valeria standing on the field, his teammates running up behind them just as planned, handing Justin a sign, and so far so good. But then look.
Oh my God, look at these guys.
His teammates were supposed to spell out prom. They got things a little backwards. But here's what matters. She still said yes to cheers from the crowd. The team eventually figuring it out. Tonight, that moment going viral, now seen by millions. And this evening, Justin telling us they're ready for prom next month. And he hopes this reminds people not to take everything too seriously. Mistakes are mistakes. She knew what the word meant. After all, she said yes, and they won the game. That's right, won the game. She said yes, not bad at all. And I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Good night.
Thank you for making World News Tonight with David Muir, America's most watched newscast. As a kid, Matt Mahan's mentor was his dad, a union letter carrier who proudly provided a reliable, basic service. Lesson learned. Mahan is the only candidate for governor with a record of delivering. As San Jose mayor, he got results. A sharp drop in homelessness, the safest big city in America, thousands of new homes. As governor, Mahan will focus on the things Californians need most. If a mailman could deliver a reliable basic service, the rest of our government can too.
Wait. Sometimes life can really surprise you. Cheers. What turns along the way? And those unexpected twists.
Maybe it's this one. I'm actually so hungry.
Everyday banking from Golden One moves with you, so you end up right where you're meant to be. Golden One Credit Union, the one for you.
Live at 4, health officials confirm a tuberculosis exposure at a Fresno County high school. What we're learning about the possible spread of the infection and the information every family should know.
Plus, a former contracted worker at Edison High School in Fresno will soon learn his sentence for sexually assaulting a minor.
And you can feel the warmth today. It gets warmer for the weekend ahead. And it's pretty easy to spot the newest resident at San Francisco's Pier 39, the massive marine mammal drawing plenty of attention.
Central California's #1 news. This is ABC 30 Action News.
There is serious concern at a Valley school after the Fresno County Health Department confirmed a tuberculosis exposure at Justin Garza High. Officials say there is one active case of the infection connected to the campus, but no contagious illnesses. We broke this story to you on air and online this morning and have been working to learn more. Thank you for joining us for Action News Live at 4. I'm Graciela Moreno.
And I'm Dale Urong. Action News reporter Tiffany Olin joins us live from outside the health department in downtown Fresno with what we now know. Tiffany.
Dale and Grace, I've been working to get questions answered about this tuberculosis exposure at Justin Garza High. We now know the public health department here was made aware of this last month and has been actively working with the school to identify anyone that could have been exposed.
Tuberculosis has made its way to Justin Garza High School in Fresno County. The county's public health department confirms one active case of the infection at the school, but no contagious cases on campus.
At this time, it's low risk to the general public, and this is more a situation that we're monitoring for those that have been exposed. And with tuberculosis, it's really a disease of someone with prolonged exposure.
Public health officials could not tell us if the active case is a student or staff member due to HIPAA laws, but say they were made aware of it in March and began contact tracing. 22 of the 169 exposed have tested positive, but are not actively showing symptoms and have been classified as latent TB.
The immune system is making it inactive. They're not contagious.
HIPAA laws prevent public health officials from telling us where the infection is. Screening in schools for those with risk factors, like long-term travel or being born in a country with high cases of TB. Staff and students are being urged to stay home if they are experiencing symptoms.
Persistent cough for more than 3 weeks, okay, spitting blood, having fevers at night. It could be also weight loss.
Health officials say it's important for all those exposed to get treated, even if they are not showing symptoms.
There is very effective treatment that we can use in order to reverse that infection state.
If you think you may have come into contact with TB, you're urged to contact your primary care doctor or county's health department.
Now, the Public Health Department says they will continue to monitor Justin Garza High. The school is part of the Central Unified School District, which denied any interviews today. The district did say that they have informed the community, and any additional questions should be addressed to the Public Health Department. Live in downtown Fresno, Tiffany Olin, ABC 30 Action News.
Thank you, Tiffany. In an Action News update, a man arrested at Edison High School will soon learn his punishment after pleading no contest to sexual assault charges. Wanya Johnson pleaded no contest to 3 felony counts yesterday, including 2 against someone under 18 years old. He was arrested in May of 2025. Johnson was a contracted worker with an organization that provides services to Edison High School. At the time, police reported 1 underage victim in this case, but believe there could be more. The complaint said that the crimes dated back to February. He is set to be sentenced on May 27 that faces a maximum sentence of just over 4 years.
In the South Valley, a man will remain locked up for life after being convicted in connection to a shooting at the Visalia Mall nearly 15 years ago. Anthony Hansen was sentenced today to 128 years to life plus 4 years for his role in a 2012 gunfire incident at a candy store. Earlier this month, a jury found street gang benefits contributed to the crimes. In 2014, Adrian Esquer and Hansen were convicted on attempted murder charges and sentenced to life in prison. Police say Esquer fired a gun during a fight. 2 of the 6 people inside the mall that night were hit by bullets. The men took off to hide the weapon. Hansen was sentenced to 364 years, and he's appealed his punishment through new state law. He received his sentence lowered to 104 years before today's decision. Esquer is serving his sentence at Valley State Prison in Chowchilla.
Well, turning now to the investigation surrounding the White House Correspondents' Dinner attack. The Justice Department released more images of suspect Cole Allen, which they say were taken just moments before the shooting. The DOJ alleged these images show Allen taking a picture of himself in his hotel room before trying to breach security at the event while armed with multiple weapons, including guns and knives. Documents claim that Allen planned the attack for weeks and checked President Trump's schedule on his phone several times before the dinner. Allen faces life in prison if convicted on the attempted assassination charge. He has a hearing set for Thursday.
In Economy Watch, Fed Chair Jerome Powell announced interest rates won't be dropping in what is likely his final meeting as chair. ABC's Jacqueline Lee explains what comes next after the Senate Banking Committee voted to advance President Trump's nominee as Powell's successor.
In a momentous day for the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell holding his final press conference as chair, announcing the board's decision to hold interest rates steady.
Today, the FOMC decided to leave our policy rate unchanged. We see the current stance of monetary policy as appropriate to promote progress toward our maximum employment and 2% inflation goals.
The Iran war set off a rapid acceleration of price increases, creating a challenge for policymakers as they deal with elevated inflation and sluggish hiring. Powell announcing he is taking the unusual step of remaining on the central bank's board of governors after his term as chair ends May 15th.
I'm waiting for and transparency, and I'm waiting for that, and I will leave when I think it's appropriate to do so.
The Department of Justice launched a criminal probe against Powell in January, focusing on alleged false testimony to Congress about an office renovation. Powell rebuked the probe as politically motivated due to President Trump's vocalized frustrations. Powell would not lower interest rates.
The threat of criminal charges is a consequence of the Federal Reserve setting interest rates based on our best assessment of what will serve the public, rather than following the preferences of the president.
The standoff sparking a bipartisan stonewall in the Senate Banking Committee, with Republican Senator Tom Tillis refusing to approve Trump's Fed chair nominee Kevin Warsh until the investigation into Powell was dropped. Last week, the Department of Justice agreeing to drop the criminal probe against Powell, allowing the Senate Banking Committee to advance Warsh's Fed chair nomination in a 13-11 party line vote this morning. Outgoing Chair Powell looking forward to a lower profile.
Thank you very much, everyone. I won't see you next time.
Warsh's nomination to lead the Fed will head to the Senate floor for a vote, which is all but certain to be approved. It's just a matter of when. In Los Angeles, Jacqueline Lane, ABC 30 Action News.
Your voice, your vote. The affordability crisis in California was a top issue as 8 hopeful candidates faced off in the race to become California's next governor. The 6 Democrats and 2 Republicans sparred in last night's CBS California governor's debate. Among the affordability-driven topics, they touched on healthcare concerns, infrastructure funding, and housing. They were all asked if they would suspend the state's controversial gas tax. Democrats Matt Mahan said yes, and Javier Becerra said no.
What do you say, Tony Thurmond?
Yes.
All right, Champ Bianco?
Yes.
Mr. Steyer?
I want a windfall profits tax on the oil companies who've raised the tax by $150 per
gallon. Mr. Steyer, there was a lot of no's there. Let's go to Mr. Hilton.
No.
Mr. Hilton?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Ms. Porter?
No.
All right. Mr. Villaraigosa?
No.
The primary election is June 2nd, which will bring the crowded field to 2 top vote getters for the midterm election in November. Governor Gavin Newsom terms out of his position in January 2027.
Happening now, excitement is building as Merced College completes final preparations for graduation ceremonies at its Los Manos campus. Action News was there to see the stage set for their largest ever graduating class. The college says more than 1,500 students are able to take part in commencement ceremonies. 120 soon-to-be grads attend the Los Manos campus.
It's such a family because it is a smaller campus. And so when we see them walk, or when I see them walk, it's like I followed them through this whole journey. And so now we're at the end of the road and the commencement is here.
Ceremony is set for tomorrow at 7. Organizers are keeping a close eye on the weather, especially the wind speeds, which can cause concern for the North Valley campus. And right now, the college remains hopeful conditions will be just right for the grads and hundreds of their supporters.
Chief meteorologist Kevin Musso has a better look in our AccuWeather forecast.
Well, I hope they like today because tomorrow is going to be slightly warmer than today. The good news is, in general, the wind speeds are not really that bad, except for late in the afternoon during the peak heating times. We get that little kind of late spring, summer type wind that picks up. And that seems to always happen around graduations, doesn't it? High pressure over the West Coast, so the warming trend tomorrow is up 4 to 5 degrees within 24 hours. Chances of showers come through Monday, Tuesday. More on that on the way.
We're tracking the afternoon drive on this Wednesday.
CHP Officer Isabel Diaz is here with a check of the road conditions you need to be aware of. Officer?
Hey there, Don Graciela. Let's bring up that live traffic tracker and see what the afternoon commute is looking like. We're going to start things off in Lemoore, State Route 198 eastbound, east of 19th Avenue. CHP's on scene with the crash. If you're traveling in that direction, be sure to slow down and use caution through the area. Now taking a close look into Rolling Hills, Avenue 10 at Road 40. We have reports of a slippery substance on the roadway. If this is part of your commute, ease off the gas and stay alert through the area. That's your traffic. I'm Officer Diaz with the California Highway Patrol, reminding you to take it nice and slow. It's the safest way to go. Back to you.
Thank you, Officer. Valley students and staff took the future of farming for a spin.
How self-driving tractors are taking over duties in the field and why Fresno State says it is not avoiding the AI conversation. Plus this.
Parents still onto the field following a bench-clearing brawl at a high school softball game. Coming up new live at 5, the disciplinary actions taken after a heated rivalry between Central East and Clovis High School turns violent.
Next Jeopardy!
You once had a job that involved setting people on fire? Sounds like you're not a great firefighter.
Can the new champion keep the heat on, or will he be extinguished?
Amazing work.
Tonight at 7 on ABC 30.
At Stanton, you get the best value. 2 pairs for just $79. A free eye exam, anti-glare made.
Did you know CancerGuard can help screen for multiple cancers?
Good to know.
CancerGuard helps screen for over 50 cancers, even before symptoms appear.
Wait, what?
It's one simple blood test.
It really is good to know.
CancerGuard, from the makers of Cologuard.
Well now, look at Wednesday showing up with Kansas Country Fried Steak Meal, including all the fixings for just $5.99. Classic comfort, just the way you like it. Country Fried Steak, $5.99. Wednesdays only at KFC.
My name is Pokwa Zhang. I am a kindergarten teacher at Anthony Elementary School. People coming from poverty, I understand where they come from. She meets each kid where they're at and supplies that structure for them. I'm connecting with my kids and they feel safe here. They know exactly what they're learning and are able to execute it because of how clear she is, how focused she is.
Sponsored by Fresno Unified School District.
When something's wrong, we turn to family first. In our family, we hear each other. We empathize. We help. And that's how people feel when they call the Law Brothers. When you call us after an accident, that's what you're going to get. You're still getting a powerhouse, hard-fighting, hard-negotiating legal team. But it starts with truly hearing and truly caring. We want to help. Call us and tell us what happened to you. If you've been hurt, call us. We're the Law Brothers.
At Stanton, we sell great frames. All sorts of frames. Over 1,000 frames, starting at just $79.
I saved money, and I see great.
Smart, simple, Stanton.
America's #1 news and 24/7 on Disney Plus.
Central California's #1 news with Graciela Moreno, Dale Yaron, and Chief Meteorologist Kevin Musso. This is ABC 30 Action News, live at 4.
In Arkansas, a woman dealing with some serious damage after a heavy rainstorm. A giant tree fell right through Wanda Tabar's home on Tuesday. She said it crashed through her ceiling, nearly falling on top of her while she was in the kitchen. This isn't the first time Tabar has been impacted by severe weather. She lost her house in a tornado 4 years ago. Unlike that time, she's able to still continue living in her house with a tree stretching right across the middle of it, even finding humor in her situation.
I walk in here and I just follow that tree. If people ask, I will tell them remodeling. Everybody down there is remodeling, okay?
Great attitude, right? Tabar says she's leaning on her faith to get her through the rebuilding process. Fresno State hosted a farming fleet that gives us a futuristic feel.
Growers, students, and faculty got to see AI-powered equipment in action. Well, as you can see, no driver for this demonstration. The company Autonomy partnered with the university to show off its autonomous enabled tractors at Fresno State and a vineyard at Fresno State. Educators say they don't want to shy away from artificial intelligence in agriculture. They say it offers new opportunities for the workforce.
So no longer would the students see agriculture as something of the 1950s. Agriculture for the future is going to require a combination of what did happen in the 50s. We still have to, touch the dirt, feel the soil, but more importantly, how to use technology to improve productivity.
Critics of AI in ag have raised concerns about ethical and financial costs as well as data security. The dean says the goal is that students will understand both how to get their hands on the future farm. Sea lion is causing quite a commotion in the Bay Area.
The sea, a new resident is stealing hearts in San Francisco.
And it was warmer today. It'll be even warmer for the weekend, but we're still looking at a chance of shower next week coming up.
Have you been burned by solar or scared off by the stories? Starting now, no homeowner will be left behind. That's a promise from this Marine combat vet. Get your free on-site energy assessment today, because energy costs will never go down.
It's the last call for clearance at Lazy Boy. We're clearing everything out store-wide. Save up to 50% on closeouts, overstocks, floor samples, and your new favorite nap spots. All the comfiest Lazy Boy furniture is all on sale during the last call for clearance. Save up to 50% with deals direct is the Lazy.
We didn't start the war in Iran. Trump started it. But we're getting clobbered at the pump. Matt Mahan knows Californians are already struggling with high costs. We already pay the highest gas tax in the nation, and we can't afford $6 or $7 gas. Mahan says the state has to help. He's calling for an immediate suspension of the gas tax for real relief while fuel costs spike. Concrete plans for affordability. Matt Mahan, Democrat for governor.
Style or substance. Somehow it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or current eligible GMC lessees can get this low mileage lease for around $349 per month on the Sierra Elevation with a 5.3-liter V8 engine.
Solar works when it's done right, so don't get sold the wrong sized system. Starting now, no homeowner will be left behind. That's a promise from this Marine Combat Vet. Get your free on-site energy assessment because energy costs will never go down.
Welcome back. We put in an order not too long ago for a warmer weather, and Mr. Kevin's taking care of that pretty nicely.
You can feel it today. Reflecting back to March, we were in the mid-90s.
Yes.
So we've kind of already done this before, so it's not like, we're not acclimated to it. Let's get into this forecast. We'll take you to the Yosemite Conservancy camp here where at sunrise this morning, there was nothing but clear sky, and that pretty much holds true for this afternoon. Just a few pop-up clouds late day, no rainfall coming from those just yet. Most of that energy, that colder air, has moved and slid just a little bit over to the northern and eastern portion of Nevada, moving into Utah. So we have an amplified ridge of high pressure here. Anytime we see that pattern, we know that that's a warming effect that we're going to be seeing. It is going to last through the weekend because you see what happens here. We have this disturbance in cold air that pushes to the south and then swings into California. Showers are possible on the Coast Range. There's a slight chance out here, 20 to 30% chance, late Monday afternoon through early Tuesday of some rain in the valley. But more than likely, it'll be in the mountains and it'll turn to snow at 7,000 feet. Or higher. And then it'll move out of here and we'll be back to very spring-like conditions and temperatures recovering back to those low 80s. Again, measurable precipitation is not very impressive. Some of this probably would even evaporate before hitting the ground, but it's going to be cooler. It'll look a little bit stormy and we're going to get some snow at higher elevations of the southern Sierra Nevada. So we're not completely done there. That's nice. We see that. Today, we have 60s along coastal areas from San Diego all the way up to San Francisco, 81 in Sacramento to our north, and we have valley-wide 80s here today. Visalia, just an uptick to an 80-degree reading within the hour. Moderate air quality in most locations, but Madera for tomorrow is holding on to good only because they're at 50, not 51. At 50-something is expected there. Not a whole lot happening except for a great weekend, no matter what location you're in. We have mid and upper 70s to low 80s for the foothills for tomorrow. And we have a 56 for the Fresno-Clovis area in the morning hours. Gone are the 40s that we had in the mornings. So the mornings are milder and the afternoons are warmer. We're going to stack on another 4 or 5 degrees to make this warming effect real noticeable for the upcoming weekend. We're talking about a cool down, though, halfway through as those chances of showers arrive Monday, Tuesday.
Thank you, Kevin. In today's big video, we have this giant sea lion who's been drawing big crowds to San Francisco's Pier 39. This massive guy is nicknamed Chonkers.
Good name. The marine mammal has been spotted lounging among the docks in recent weeks. Chonkers is one of 2 stellar sea lions visiting the bay. Experts say they are much larger than typical sea lions. We're told they can reach up to 11 feet in length and weigh more than 2,000 pounds. And now these are some live images from the pier. The harbor master says that the 2 get so big because they dive deep and typically swim in much colder water across the Pacific. They need more blubber to handle colder conditions. Look at him just chillaxing out on the pier.
That sounds like something Chonkers tells his friends. I dive deeper, so I need more blubber.
Exactly.
That's the conversation I hear in my head. All right, well, fitness can be fun if you find the right workout.
How your personality type could play an important role for your routine.
Plus, it won't cost a thing to destroy confidential documents if you live in a specific valley city.
ABC's David Muir, the most watched newscast in America.
Chevy trucks are as capable and dependable as the Chevy people who drive them. You probably know my sister, buddy. The ones who always little extra.
Each Chevy truck model just announced get over $9,300 in total value on this 2026 Chevy Silverado. Plus, Costco executive members can get an additional $1,250 members-only incentive.
Play during Chichancy Gold's Truck a Cool $670,000 giveaway, and you could drive home a Jeep or a boat, or your share of over $500,000 in cash and prizes. Play for your at Chichancy Gold Resort and Casino.
Actual 5-star reviews of Bob's Cascade Network performed by 5-star.
It's absolutely beautiful. The footage details are gorgeous.
When you won't pay a penny, we have earned the trust of tens of thousands of clients. Jacoby & Myers, because everyone deserves justice.
Our reigning champ, Lynette Farmer, is back again.
My friends say I'm a human ChatGPT. They come to me for answers on lots of things.
Okay, best game show?
Wheel of Fortune!
Tonight at 7:30
on ABC 30.
911, what's your emergency?
There's a boat about to fly off its head.
911, what's your emergency?
There's a boat about to fly off its head.
If you live in Fresno, now is the time to gather up any old medical records, bills, and tax documents you want to destroy. The city is hosting a free paper shredding event Saturday morning from 8 to 11 at the Public Utilities Operations and Maintenance Building on G near Stanislaus Street. You can bring up to 3 banker-sized boxes of any sensitive or confidential documents to be shredded on site. In order to take advantage of the event, you must provide a state-issued ID along with a city utility bill showing solid waste service or proof of eligibility form.
Well, spring isn't just about cleaning. It is also a season to reassess your wellness. In today's Health Watch, Action News anchor Margot Kim explains how to find the right fit for your fitness goals.
From working to relationships, personality plays a role in everything we do, and experts say that includes how we exercise.
If you go to the gym, you see totally different kind of people.
Nearly 1 in 3 adults and 4 out of 5 adolescents are not meeting recommended activity levels. Experts say finding a workout that fits your personality could change that. If you're more introverted, working out alone may actually be your strength.
They push their limits. They want to make sure that they do all the postures in the right way.
Research shows introverts often prefer structured, predictable workouts that can include solo gym sessions, swimming laps, hiking, or other independent activities. Extroverts work out best with a group or friends.
You gain energy by interacting with somebody.
A study found extroverts are more likely to stick with workouts that offer a social setting, boosting motivation and accountability. People high in neuroticism can have tough experiences in the gym.
I call it gym anxiety. People don't know what to do and they feel like everybody's looking at them.
The key is finding a routine that feels safe and manageable. Studies show they're drawn to workouts that reduce anxiety, such as mindful practices or high-intensity interval training. So the key is understanding how you're wired to help you move more and stick with it. For Health Watch, Margot Kim, ABC 30 Action News.
For more on this story and other medical information, you can check out our mobile app or you can head to abc30.com/health. A space in Fresno is giving opportunities for those living with disabilities.
Now the family behind it got limitless abilities off the ground and a sneak peek at what the new location has to offer.
Plus, fiery testimony on